Now, I see y'all talking about y'all don't give DC no love. You see that? Well, except for Gertz right here. But all of us sat up here and said, we're looking forward to this, positive about it. Y'all think we done. Oh, no. You know, we can't mention DC without throwing Batman in there somewhere. And it just so happens, you're lucky, Martin, that, you know, well, I know you. Wait a minute, Ben Affleck got a trailer out or a teaser? No, I'm sorry. You're going to have to deal with Lego Batman right now.
Will
Arnett as Lego Batman, talking like this the whole movie. No matter if he's...
That's just his voice.
No matter if he's... Yeah, I know. I'm BoJack Horseman. But a lot of people saying, well, look, you know, they fucking up with the live action stuff. We'll go ahead and take Lego Batman for right now.
Sure, roll the dice.
Yeah, why not? And who doesn't love Legos? Well, what was it like?
Parents who step on them in the middle of the night.
And then they start playing with them too. Everybody, Lego takes everybody back to their childhood. That's why the first Lego movie, well, in addition to being good, which came out, what was it, like 2012, something like that?
Oh, no, it wasn't that one.
No, it was like 14.
Yeah, I think it was
2014.
2014.
I love the Lego movie when it came out. I thought it was a pretty. Yeah, that's right, because that's one of the first things that we did, I think, here on Double Toasted, man. When we were in transition, but I love the Lego movie, and there are a lot of reasons why. Like I said, besides it just being a clever script and having this whole just kind of wild, silly attitude about it, it took me back to my childhood. There were certain things about that movie that just said, I'm going back to the day that I used to love playing with Legos. Still do kind of a way, but don't tell my fiance that. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at this trailer for Lego Batman, and we're going to see if they're capturing the same sort of mood that people got when they saw the trailer for the Lego movie.
Yeah, you know what
it must be great to be Batman.
Let's go defeat the Joker.
Woo! We're going on a family trip. I can wear my costume too.
Well, luckily for us, you left your costume back. Oh, no, under your clothes. That's perfect.
Love it. Love what I'm seeing here. And I tell you why. Because everybody's talking about, you know what? What makes Batman cool is that people come in and they sort of reboot Batman, if you will, every now and then. And I love what they're doing with this Batman. Y'all talk about that Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale Batman. That was the real shit right there. Why? Because he was real. You know, that's a Batman that you can believe in. I don't think he's running for president.
I know, right?
A Batman you can believe in. But I believe, this Batman is the real shit for me because this is the kind of Batman that I imagine right here. You know, because everybody pictures Batman running around the city fighting and doing his shit, but I always think about what does he do when he goes home.
Sure.
You know, when he's just hanging out by himself. And I picture him just like this. He's at home.
I figure he sleeps.
I figure like he does this shit. He just hangs out by himself. Got that? He still has that mask on all the time. He don't take that shit off. You know, I picture him. Like when he always has these Robins around. Mm-hmm. Like because that's what I thought. He just collects little boys. He collects orphans like pets and just neglects them.
You need to take responsibility for your life, and it starts by raising the young orphan you adopted.
I thought I was being sarcastic.
You know, he treats these kids like hamsters and shit. He's like, I have a little boy in the house. You know,
did I feed him today?
Just let him go crazy. That big ass mansion, that big ass Lego mansion. You know, I like the honesty that they're approaching with this. I mean, speaking of little boys, you know, this trailer is the first one to say, hey, you better leave them little boys alone. Go bringing them in there. You're going to get in trouble for that shit.
It's better.
I mean, you know, I love that. You know, they finally acknowledge these little boys walking around in hot pants. I mean, look at him. He's sticking his ass all out for Batman right there. Dateline came in, he'd be in trouble right now. That motherfucker be at Arkham Asylum right now.
Take a seat.
Yeah. Mr. Wayne, fuck that. Sit down, Mr. Wayne. You got a problem. What are you doing with this kid right here? But why are his pants on your face right now? You know, I love that they finally are acknowledging that, you know, we're still out on Batman. He's still hiding this shit. But they just came out and said, yeah, Joker want to fuck Batman. You know, he's gay for Batman. Let's admit it. Like, all the shit that he could be doing. He's doing this just for attention.
Come catch your greatest enemy. Superman is my greatest enemy.
Superman's not a bad guy.
Then I'd say that I don't currently have a bad guy. I am fighting a few different people.
I love that. I love that right there, man. I love that also because at first when I listened to this, I said, you know something, that's cool, but I don't like his voice. You know, I ain't a good joker. And I was like, what the fuck am I talking about? It's a Lego Joker.
Yeah, for real, man.
Like it's a toy, man. I think it's even funny that they don't try to give him a voice.
It could have been worse. They could have got Jared Leto to play him again.
Oh shit! Even in voice.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
No beef.
Gangster Joker. I take this fucking Lego toy joke over that Joker any
Hell
day.
yeah.
If y'all had put that motherfucking Suicide Squad, that would have been more believable.
I believe that.
Isn't that Zach Galifianakis?
That's Zach Galifianakis. I like that they just let him talk regular.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that even makes it funnier right there. And the thing that really works for me though here is that in addition to them just making fun of Batman, I as much as I love Batman, I like that Batman is just being fucked with now. You know, like Batman has been so badass these last few years. I'm like, yeah, just bring him down a notch. You know, let's fuck with Batman a little bit. And I like that they're just taking Batman and just being and pointing out everything that's kind of silly with it, like with any kind of superhero. But as I said, you know, the thing with Legos is that the Lego movie especially, why did it work? Because it gave people the sense that they were not that they could just reach out and play with the Legos, but they had moments where, you know, they would build stuff within the movie. If they had to do something, if they had to drive somewhere, if they were flying something, you know, they would stop and actually build something. And that kind of triggered people's memories right there. And that was one of the things that I was afraid that they wouldn't be able to do with this, because I said, well, you know, with the Lego property, they had this whole world to play with. If you're going to start focusing on one character, especially Batman, then that's going to kind of narrow things down. But looking at this trailer, man, they did it. There are moments where the movie's just as playful as the Lego movie because they have moments where Batman does some badass shit by building Legos at the spur of the moment.
Initialize master builder.
Here you go, Father.
I need the macaroni. Yes, we did it.
You know how many kids are going to try to build that shit right there? And they're going to fuck up. But,
Plus, it's expensive.
oh, yeah. Yeah, they got Lego. I love the way the Lego store now just offers shit that only adults can buy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you want to buy a Lego Death Star, that's like buying a car. You know, you got to take a lease out on that shit. You know, you got to finance it. You might as well build a real Death Star at that moment.
It's like, how much? Come on. Don't you want your childhood back? Okay, fine.
Boy, if there is no other indicator that the millennials don't want to grow up, it's the fucking Lego store.
I know.
Kids can't even get into the Lego store.
That's a whole story.
That's a whole store just playing on your fucking memories.
A Lego boutique. And they're thriving. They're franchised.
Motherfucker, you could have bought a house, but you bought a Lego house.
Goddamn right.
This market, you kidding me?
I take it apart and build a car.
Yeah, I guess I can't blame you right there. You can't afford a real house. But yeah, man. Now maybe it's just me because I'm getting nostalgic over it too. I'm loving what I see here. You know, put two things I love: Batman and Legos in one movie. How the fuck can you go wrong with that? I don't know. You know how people feel in this room. Like, they don't have my enthusiasm. You know, they think I'm crazy. I mean. I
like how he speaks for us.
That's what he does.
I think I just, you know. Hey, go ahead.
No, what'd you see?
Yeah, what's up?
No, I just saw some cool Lego shit.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
To take it away from that, yeah, man, it actually looks really cool. One of the things I liked about the first Lego movie was, again, where they would just take things apart and build something new, and then the frantic pace of it. Like, it would go so fast. If a joke was bad, you really didn't care about it because the next one would be right on the way. And that's what it seemed they kind of did with this. And it's not afraid to be goofy. That's something that they've been doing with the Lego properties, even in the Lego video games, where it could be a serious story, but they'll throw in something goofy and you just laugh at it. So I think it's going to be a pretty interesting
And you know something? One of the things I also noticed is that this is becoming Warner Brothers' trademark, sort of their humor, their brand of humor.
Yeah.
Where they're just kind of just getting just outrageously silly.
Yeah.
This Storks Lego
Storks.
movie, yeah.
Yeah, because you and I really like Storks, which is why I'm curious to see what you think about this, because I know you weren't crazy about the Lego movie.
Right.
You didn't like Storks at all.
Yeah, I didn't like Storks at all. I liked the Lego movie, but I wasn't over the moon about it. And every time they've been showing the trailer for the Lego Batman, it was funny the first time I saw it, and less every time I saw it after that. And I've seen it about 15 times. They just ran it into the ground. So when you said this is going to be the trailer for the night, I was like, oh, here we go. But to me, this works on every level. I like the frantic pace. I love the Batman jokes, and they're getting so much mileage out of it. Just every little bit I see where they can go with it, and the little bit that they gave us, I'm like, all right, they're on the right track. I think I'm going to really enjoy this. And also, I'm looking at that February release date, and where normally I go like, oh shit, it's February, but we've had this thing lately where there's always one good movie, comic book related, that comes out in February. So this could be that one.
So it's Lego Batman. What you, Gertz? I know you used to get down with those Legos, man.
Yeah. This looks to me so far. This looks like it's gonna be the best Batman movie since The Dark Knight. It really does. I like everything they're doing here. I liked the first Lego movie quite a bit.
Yeah.
And what really surprised me in this was hearing Michael Cera in this, because I'm so used to him just like mumbling and shit.
Yeah.
And between this and Sausage Party, I think he's better at VO than he is at actually.
And Michael
acting.
Cera is the.
He's Robin.
He's Robin. You're right, man. Now that I listen to his voice, I'm like, that's the most alive I've ever heard Michael Cera.
You adopt.
I thought I was being sarcastic.
The fact that he just went like, I was like, wow, that's one lively. He's back.
It wasn't.
in fact, it wasn't like, I guess.
Well, he probably showed up for the Lex Luthor audition, and they just said like, you know what, we got something for you on Lego.
Yeah. Now you wish it was the other way around. But I'm looking forward to this. I like this. I like this trailer a lot, but I got to come in and always nitpick on one.
Here we go.
What do you think it is, man?
I don't think you liked all that licensed music we just heard.
I didn't. Thank you, man. You know me so well. Why don't you break up with this guy and get with me? Gertz, why don't you don't know him like I know him.
He's a good provider.
Oh, well, then he got to have your ass. I can't get you.
I know when I'm not wanted.
No, come back.
Yeah, man, I look at this and that. It's not just the licensed music. It's that song.
Let's go.
You don't like the remix?
Joker.
We're going on a family trip.
No, I don't, man. I can't even hear the jokes with that song.
I want to say that Lego Movie did something similar to this, where they had licensed music in the trailers, but in the movie, it was just like, everything is awesome, and that was it. So,
well, I hope so. I'm just talking about for the trailer, because if y'all don't know what that song is, man, it's a remix, though. They're not using the original, but it's not Jefferson Starship, old band from back in the day. It's from the 80s is when this song came out. They consider this song to be one of the worst songs of all time. If you see on any list for pop music, they always say that fucking song.
We built this city on rock and roll.
Haunting a small village?
was that a chick or a
like
dude?
giant ghosts.
Second
What's
one was
going
a
on?
woman.
Oh, the second one was a chick. Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
It's Grace Slick.
But back then you couldn't tell, man.
Oh, that's Grace Slick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Or it could be the Cure or something. I don't know. Who knows, man? You look at this shit. Back then you couldn't tell.
Right.
See, that shit. The problem with it is that it's a bad song that gets caught in your head.
You don't know me.
You know who he looks like? And I was looking at this all day, and this is gonna be out of context for y'all. Y'all just got to go back and watch another show. But he looks just like Nate the rapper that came in here with a mullet. If you look at it closely,
What? I don't think he looks like Nate.
never mind.
Say you don't care who goes to that kind of place.
Yeah, you millennials, you weren't intense like that generation back then with them video effects and
Try to
shit.
blame us for making bad music. This is all y'all.
This the funny thing is that I used to love this song when I was a kid. Man, I was 12.
See, you loved it until they told you should hate it.
I got shamed, man. The society shamed me.
Shame.
This song.
You do. Yeah.
Like Corey Cox.
Yeah, it's got that beat.
Damn. These beats are fresh. Snap. Oh, God. No, we're not.
No, anyway, Lego Movie looks badass, man, and that will be out. I think that's another
February.
February, yeah, February 2017. So
Just like the first Lego Movie.
was that it?
February.
2017.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We built these Legos. Built these Legos on.
Hey, it ties in with the movie. You can't fault the trailer for
It
that.
did. I didn't want to admit it, but it did. It did. I got it. I just don't want to be brought
You
back.
just
in
want
this.
something to say.
I do. I just, hey man, can't nothing be perfect.
You're gonna be running up and down the aisle singing that song.
I
when you go
know.
to the screening
I
for
know.
this.
Exactly.
When it comes time to review the movie, man, that song wasn't in there. Matinee.
They didn't build this city.
Waited the whole movie for that song.
I'm waiting for the stinger. I'm waiting for Starship to be the stinger.
Who built Gotham, though?
I did. Gamefly brings to your house, to you, over 8,000 new releases and classics that are available to rent, or you can buy them for almost every system out there, current and some old systems. Like I said, man, I've been trying to put my GameCube back to work for years. Gamefly's given me an excuse to do that. And you could even try 30 days for free by typing in gameflyoffer.com/double toasted. And when you do that, you'll get 30 days for free of games and movies. Get all those things, all of them at once. Just stay in the house. Don't go nowhere because they're all going to get brought right to your mailbox. You can also bring the element of surprise every month to your home in the form of a Loot Crate mystery box. In that box, I can't tell you what it is, but I can guarantee you it is the best in geek and gaming gear. Some people say it's like having Comic-Con brought right to your home. You don't have to leave the house for nothing. You're getting all kind of stuff. And everybody likes a little surprise every month. Just a little bit. And here's another surprise for you. You know, if you go to our link, trylootcrate.com/double toasted, and you type in bridge 10, that's the word bridge and the number 10, you can get 10% off, a 10% discount on your first crate. How's that for a surprise right there? Loot Crate, bring the mystery and the surprise to your mailbox once a month with Loot Crate. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and go over to our home, doubletoasted.com, for more videos and live streams. And remember, stay toasty.